Hello, hello, hello. Welcome finally to the big one. Uh, Arsenal versus Real Madrid at the Emirates Stadium, UEFA Champions League quarterfinal, the first leg. Uh, big day, big game. As an Arsenal fan, uh, you've been looking forward to this game काफी time से. And अगर आप इस game के लिए look forward कर रहे थे तो I mean, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to share my feelings. My heart has been pounding out of my chest. I have been waiting for this game for quite a long time, just like most of the other Arsenal fans. And बस देख देख के बहुत सारा सोशल मीडिया पे आज वो हुआ है. A lot of hype, a lot of promotion, and I'm just really excited for this game. So yeah, in a moment, Advait is going to be joining me. And thank you so much for showing up. Hello, Yash. How are you? कैसा है घर? आपकी pictures देखी. It looks really good. And you are Cristiano 123 as well. Hello, भाई. कैसे हो? क्या हाल है? Are you? आज आप game देखोगे क्या? I know that Bora and Cristiano are definitely vouching for Real Madrid to win this game. But the overall thing is that अगर दोनों leg में if we can अगर दोनों leg में if we can qualify somehow, then that will be a big achievement for Arsenal, and that will be a big statement. Ki, if Arsenal has ever a chance of winning the Champions League, yeah, if any team has a chance of winning the Champions League, one of the three teams that you want to face and you want to beat is going to be Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and in recent times, it has also been Inter Milan, AC Milan, not AC Milan, Inter Milan mostly, and Manchester City, obviously. So this is that big game. This is the game where if you can win this one, then the chatter about you not winning the Champions League is going to stop. Like people are going to start taking you seriously. Like PSV को हरा दिया, मतलब रौन दिया 7-1 से हराया. पर अगर हम ये गेम जीत सकते हैं अच्छे से, then that means कि हमें बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज मिल जाएगा. हमें बहुत मतलब कम से कम सोशल मीडिया पे चैटर तो कम से कम थोड़ा सा बंद हो जाएगा. एक सेकंड मैं अपनी चैट ऑन कर रहा हूँ. क्रिस्टियानो, आपको लिंक वहां मिल जाएगा डिस्कॉर्ड पे, सेम एज ऑलवेज. डिस्कॉर्ड पे सारे के सारे लिंक्स अवेलेबल हैं. सो इफ यू वांट टू चेक आउट वेयर यू कैन वॉच द गेम, देन यू नीड टू जॉइन द डिस्कॉर्ड चैनल, एंड वहां से आपको लिंक मिल जाएगा. अगर आपके पास डिस्कॉर्ड नहीं है, देन द ओनली अदर थिंग दैट आई कैन डू टू हेल्प यू आउट इज आप मेरे को अगेन डिस्कॉर्ड पे ही प्राइवेटली मैसेज करना पड़ेगा, या फिर देयर इज नो वे ऑफ मी डीएमिंग यू ऑन यूट्यूब और समथिंग लाइक दैट. So unfortunately, I won't be able to help you in that regard. But otherwise, I will be more than happy to help you out with the match links on Discord. तो आप अगर डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, आप वेबसाइट से भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो, आप ब्राउजर खोल सकते हो, आपको ऐप डाउनलोड करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. एंड वहाँ पे लिंक्स ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल होंगे. You are Cristiano says you are Arsenal fan and I am a Real Madrid fan. Yes says fully stocked up for tonight, as am I. I am absolutely stocked up. I am stocked up for a zombie invasion, to be very honest. And I am good to go. I am absolutely raring and ready to go. And I hope you guys are too, because abhi we are going to do a pre-match preview. Abhi Advait aayega thodi der mein. We're going to discuss a couple of talking points, what our expectations are in the first leg. Because first leg में जो performances होंगी, first leg में बहुत सारे permutations and combinations हैं that can change the outcome of the second leg as well. So for now we can just hope that the first leg goes good, one step at a time, and not go out of our way. Just going to take a few chats, and then Advait is here. Advait has arrived, and we're going to be bringing him in just a second. So just give me 1 second. Coach Gaming, good evening. Hello, क्या हाल है मेरे भाई? Coach Gaming says Arsenal. That's nice to hear. यश कह रहा है PSG को भी हराया था ग्रुप स्टेजेस में. Coach Gaming keh raha hai, Kai Havertz is injured and out for the season. And just on that note, right on cue, my good friend, a very passionate Arsenal fan and a very well equipped, knowledgeable wise Advait. And I'm so happy to introduce you. Finally, welcome back. How are you, my friend? How's it going? This is it.
All
This is it.
good. This is it, man. We were waiting for nights like this. This is it.
Exactly. I mean, acha, theek hai. We are going to be starting the watch along at 11 o'clock. We're going to do a little bit of an early watch along. So let's just get straight into the talking points. Number one, on social media, two kinds of promotions were made, one on an Arsenal channel and one on a Real Madrid channel. The Arsenal one, the Arsenal promotion for its fans was all about we're together, fans are trying, and we're united. We're hoping, we have a faith in our team and Saka, Odegaard, all over there. The fans all riled up, all ready to go. And then we see another end, the Real Madrid promotion. यहाँ पे बादल गरज रहे हैं. Vinicius Junior is मतलब कर रहा है तो full on villain mode में है वो लोग, ठीक है. Like they accept that we are the villains of the Champions League. We are the bosses. We control this shit. And there is no doubt in my mind that this is Real Madrid's area. हम किसी This is not Arsenal's area. Arsenal's area is the Premier League, the FA Cup, and domestic tournaments. We absolutely smash it. So it's not a problem for us there. But when it comes to the Champions League, Real Madrid is on most occasions the final boss, and they accept it now. They don't shy away from it. They're like, yes, we're here. If you want to win, you got to beat us. And just like how I introduced in the starting of the video, if you want to win the Champions League, you want to beat teams like Real Madrid, you want to beat teams like Barcelona, you want to beat teams like Bayern Munich. In the past couple of seasons in the Champions League, we have not been able to beat Bayern Munich. Even though Bayern Munich were weak, we still were not able to do it. So my first question to you is, are Arsenal mentally equipped and mentally ready to face Real Madrid?
Yeah, I think judging from what all we've seen so far from from social media and also from Arteta's press conference, it looks like everyone's up and about for it. As you said, Madrid are the creme de la creme of Europe. They are the team to beat. Domestically, they might be having a horrid season, but when it comes to the Champions League, they're a completely different team. But with that being said, I think Madrid also do have their fair shares of injuries. There's no Ferland Mendy. Courtois is still a doubt whether he might start or not. But yeah, going both ways, I think coming back to your question, I still think that football, it's such a way that you wait for games like this. I mean, as a player, you look forward to games like this. I mean, this is the moment for you to shine. Whatever's happened in the past in the season or whatever's happened so far, just let it go. Just focus on these 90 minutes, and take it in, man. Because these are games like this. This is coming after what, 19 years. I think the last time we played was in 2005 when Henry literally took apart the Galacticos by himself, and then we drew at Highbury 0-0. So you wait for games like this, and I think it definitely, you have to be pumped up for a game like this. It's massive. It's massive. This is like a season defining game for us.
On the subject of season defining, there's a 0.5% chance that Arsenal are going to catch up to Liverpool in the Premier League, out of the FA Cup, out of the Carabao Cup. This is realistically the only trophy that we can win, and lo and behold, it is the Champions League, the most realistic thing that we've never won ever before in our entire history. Is the only thing that realistically is possible that we can win. Now, a couple of questions. Real Madrid's performance, not great. Saw the game against Valencia. That goal that they conceded in
The
stoppage
91st
time.
minute. Yeah,
I think it was because when I was watching the replay of that goal, I realized that a lot of Madrid players refused to fall back, or they didn't fall back. Probably hoping that our two defenders or three defenders are going to be good enough to sort this situation out on the right hand side. And we all know what happened. Valencia scored a stoppage time winner. Also, Real Madrid have been playing a lot of minutes. Uh, their game against Atletico Madrid went into extra time. They won on penalties. They won because
controversial.
Julian Alvarez's penalty was not allowed. It was a double touch, and the penalty was disallowed. Now it gets you to my second point. The VAR,
Mm,
VAR
mm,
is
mm.
gonna be watching like a hawk. Arsenal slipped just a little bit.
Oh,
and
they're going to be punished.
God knows that they have been up our butts like anything. The VAR has. Arsenal slip up just a little bit. You know what I'm worried about? We're going to get to the players on yellow cards in a bit. What I'm worried about is a straight red. What I'm worried about is a straight red, and VAR is not going to jump in and say, "Oh, you know what? You have to take another look at that," because it's Real Madrid. It's probably it's 95% not going to happen that the VAR is going to try and overturn the referee's on-field decision. Because
True.
if it's not happening, if it didn't happen in that Wolves game with Miles Lewis Kelly, then how is it going to happen against Real Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinals first leg? Real Madrid is going to bring their entire machine to beat Arsenal. They know Arsenal is good. They know they're up for a game. Luka Modric himself said that against Arsenal is going to be a challenge. It's going to be an exciting challenge against Arsenal. And knowing that, we know that Real Madrid gets across in these games. So, are you worried about what I'm worried about, which is not the performance on the pitch, but the performance everywhere around, especially when it comes to the decisions that are going to be made by the on-field referee and the VAR.
No, I think it's a valid point. If you look at excluding our Champions League run, even in the Premier League, I think we've it's been in double figures now. Since VR has cost us matches, the Brighton game, the Man City game,
Everton game,
the Everton game. Yeah, so I mean, the Everton one was absolutely, but there was never a penalty. And
never a
I can
penalty,
never
not in a
fathom how
million
that
years.
was a
I
penalty.
can't imagine. I was
Yeah,
watching the game, and usually when it's a penalty, I straight up say it's a penalty. It's done.
penalty.
It's finished.
Yes.
When I see the when I see the replay, I could be wrong watching it live, but when I see the replay, I say it's a penalty. It's not a penalty. There was nothing in that.
Okay.
In
It was
fact,
all
if
outside the
anything,
box. It
all
was
outside
all
the
outside the
box. And even if it wasn't outside the box, it was never a penalty. But anyway, it's done and dusted. The points are on the board,
box.
so we have to
Yeah,
move
so
on. We
that's
have to
that's that's a factor definitely that will be playing on definitely on our players as well as our fans' minds as well. A little bit of especially from someone like Lewis Kelly. I think there's going to be the spotlight's going to be shining on him. He's up against one of the most talented wingers in Rodrigo, and the moment you give Rodrigo a bit of space, he's going to tear you apart. So so Lewis Kelly has to be really on his tippy toes to literally watch out for this, because unnecessarily getting a booking in this first half can complicate things, and we don't have adequate backups. I think the only one is Zinchenko, who can play at left back, or probably then I have to rotate Timber and then make Ben White play at right back.
or Tierney.
uh, or Tierney. But again, Tierney defensively, we've all seen Tierney. Tierney is not that great defensively. Offensively, yeah, he's brilliant. He's like Robertson. He can cross the ball really well. But against the pace of Rodrigo is my main worry. So for someone like Lewis Kelly, the spotlight is definitely on him. So I hope he steps up to the occasion. No, not doesn't commit these stupid silly fouls, because again he's going to be integrated into midfield. That's how the system we play in. So he's not only going to be up against Rodrigo, he's also going to be up against a few of these midfielders in terms of Modric and Ceballos. I don't know who the third midfielder is going to be. Who's going to start for Madrid, since Valverde I think will be deployed at right back today. So, sorry, Bellingham. I think Bellingham will be the third midfielder. Yeah. So he's up against,
Hmm.
again, class midfielders, who've been doing this in a day in, day out basis, who've won, a lot of titles, who have that, lot of experience. So someone like a Lewis Kelly, or, even if an Vaneri starts, this is going to be a huge occasion for them. And they need to be on their tippy-toes. They need to be careful not to make these silly challenges, just hold back and avoid getting booked, because the moment, you lose your head, it's over, man. A team like Madrid is going to punish any team that has just 10 men. You can see it. And talking about Madrid's defense, yeah, I do agree. Madrid, they are lacking in terms of defenders. I think there's no
Hmm.
centre backs. The Rudiger and Asensio are the two centre backs. Asensio has had a good season so far, his breakthrough season. He's been good. Rudiger, we all know, is prone to those errors. We've seen him at Chelsea. We've seen him for Germany. He has a bit of cockiness and arrogance, which definitely, karma comes and hits him back on his bald head. So we've seen that with him. I'm a little bit worried about Valverde. So Valverde can dictate play from right back, tends to bombard in front, support Rodrigo. So Luis Kelly really has a huge task on his hands. Along with him, so does Martinelli. So I think a very very interesting battle that. If Madrid do start with Fran Garcia at left back, I think Saka should have a field day, man. Saka should definitely have a field day. I want to see Saka at his complete freedom today. This is his game, man. This is a game meant for him. So
You've mentioned exactly what my next question was going to be about. The focus is going to be on the Hale End boys,
yes,
uh, Ethan Nwaneri, Bukayo Saka, and Miles Lewis Kelly. Their performances have not only made headlines domestically but all over the world,
internationally, yes, and
especially
they've
in
riled up a
the
lot of fans. Yeah.
when it comes to footballing terms, these guys are names now. Miles Lewis Kelly scoring for England, getting it on his debut. Ethan Nwaneri has been absolutely outstanding for Arsenal, and Bukayo Saka is already an icon at the age of 24. So the focus is going to be on these guys. Now we do have a question in the chat. Yes, Yash wants to ask, he says, if Saka wins it for us tonight, will he be our best right winger of all time? That's a one dimensional question, I feel.
I mean, if you look at stats wise, I think Theo Walcott is still a little bit ahead of Saka in terms of goals and assists. And we all know Walcott was the golden boy in 2006. He was a 16-year-old who came again into the England setup, scored again on, I think, on his debut or on his second game, he scored. And
Hmm.
then, remained with Arsenal for a long time. But yeah, I mean, right wingers, we've had quality right wingers, man. We've had Alexander Leb, we've had Freddie Lundberg, we've had absolute class wingers.
Nicholas Pepe.
Saka's, yeah. Oh, please, let's not. At least Pepe has more goals than Darwin Núñez. So I mean, no comments. More goals than Grealish, and for that
Yeah,
price
that's
and
true. That's true.
that 5-year installment, I'm glad with whatever he's he's done, he's done with. So I think Yash has a valid point. He can enter that Hall of Fame, but he has to do it on a consistent basis, and his injuries are a bit of a concern. But Saka
Hmm.
again on his day, man, he's unplayable. On his day, he's unplayable. But again, he needs to have that focus and that drive and that determination. And I think he will definitely enter our Hall of Fame as one of the best right wingers.
So, what are the battles that you're looking forward to? You just mentioned Saka versus Fran Garcia.
Yes, Saka
Um,
versus
I
Fran Garcia,
am
Valverde,
I
Martin.
personally I'm a little bit concerned about Thomas Partey in that central defensive midfield because he's slow,
Bellingham. Yes.
and once he gets turned around on his back, it's a problem. It's a problem because it's a problem in the Premier League. It's been a problem domestically. It's going to be a problem against Real Madrid. You can bet your money on that.
True.
So we know that Real Madrid have quality. We know that there are going to be. This is not going to be a straightforward match. This is going to be you're either on your 100%
Oh, yeah.
or the more mistakes you start making at the center of the pitch, the
True.
momentum is going to start being snatched away. It's going to be sucked out of you.
True.
Because this is not Everton, this is not Bournemouth, this is not. I mean, Everton and Bournemouth are doing decent recently, you know. But even when it comes to converting those final chances, sometimes Arsenal have gotten away with some of these lower teams, but they're not going to get away with Vinicius Junior. They're not going to get away with Kylian Mbappe. Once Kylian Mbappe finds that space down the middle, uh, it's gonna be curtains basically. He is gonna score.
True.
Now, my question is Arsenal equipped today? Because we all know, God knows, we miss Gabriel so much. If Gabriel had been in this game, I would have been gassed. I would have been. We have Gabriel Saliba. We have our two pillars. We have the Plymouth Rocks of the Arsenal defense in the back. And you know what? Let Mbappe come. Let Mbappe come. Let Vinicius Junior come. Let Rodrigo come. Let anybody come. We'll manage it. Gabriel's gonna be in their face. Saliba's gonna be like disciplined and focused as always. But now, imagine your Jakub Kivior right now entering the Emirates Stadium. You're probably lacing your boots, getting ready for warming up or something like that. Your Jakub Kivior right now. What is going through your head?
Ah, tough question, man. This is literally a do or die game for Kivior. Literally a do or die game for him. I mean, we've seen in the past he's prone to making errors. Last season cost us the. I mean, it was his mistake. He wasn't able to close down the Villa players. I think that was Leon Bailey who just dribbled past him and Zinchenko and then managed to score.
This
Uh,
season played that back pass that got Tomiyasu or someone else sent off and then got subbed off against Bournemouth. when we lost 2-0 against
Oh
them.
yeah, that was Ivan Nilsson. Yeah, that was he got
Yeah,
Saliba
we
sent
almost
off.
got
Yeah,
someone sent off. I don't know whether it was a yellow or something,
I
but
think that was
yeah,
Saliba, but I
horrendous
don't
bad
think that was
pass.
Kivior. I think that was someone else. But yeah, but
It was
Kivior
a
is
severe
always
bad pass.
prone to making errors. He's not a very solid centre back. That being said, against Everton, he was actually good. We did see a lot of glimpses of him, being at his best. He managed to, shadow Beto, mark Beto. That's why we didn't see a lot of impact from Beto. And Beto
Mm.
literally troubled Liverpool's defense. If you're looking at the Merseyside derby, he gave Van Dijk and Konate a horrid time, and he was just unlucky not to score. I think he hit the bar, and then one goal was offside, and it was ruled out with VAR. But against Arsenal, Everton barely were able to create chances. It was only crosses that were coming in. It was only doing set pieces. So that being said, Kivior did step up that game. Me as an Arsenal fan personally, I'm hoping Kivior doesn't start because I'm really worried because Mbappe has the trickery, man, and that pace, and Kivior doesn't have that pace to catch up with him. So a lot of pressure is going to be on Saliba and on Raya. Personally, I would prefer playing Timber at centre back and then playing Ben White at right back because White we all know does have that pace and he's again a little bit of a shithousery, so it'll be fun to watch him and Vinny get into those duels as well. So don't know, but again, it's down to Arteta, it's down to his team selection. If he believes that Kivior has it in him, we go ahead and back the guy up, man. But if I was Kivior right now, I would really be focused, 100%, play my best game, of my career so far. Whatever it is for Poland, goal or whatever, nothing. This is going to be the pinnacle game for me. Where this is the game where I have to prove, I have to step up. And he has big shoes to fill in, man. Gabriel is a huge miss. He was definitely going to be our player of the season. I still think he's going to be our player of the season. It's either between him or Timber. So Gabriel is definitely going to be a huge miss. But if Kivior does start, oh man, he's got to be 100%, in the zone and in the game, no
It's
mistakes.
gonna be
And you were talking about Partey again. Partey has that knack of playing that missed pass, which is another
mm,
worry because that's why Madrid tend to attack. They let you have all the possession in the world, but that one wrong pass and Modric or someone like Valverde or Modric or Ceballos gets that. There's one long ball and it's over. The wingers are just going to tear your wing backs apart, come cut inside and then curl the ball in. We've all seen that happen. City, we saw that happen. Guardiola was made to sit down literally by Mbappe. And that was because of a misplaced pass by Bernardo Silva in midfield. Two of Madrid's goals were because of misplaced passes in City's midfield, one from Gundogan and
mm.
one from Bernardo Silva. So midfield again, Rice, Odegaard, and Partey have to again be at that 100%. They have to be at the 100%. There's no room for stupid passes, unnecessary dribbles, unnecessary just trying to dribble out of ways or just trying to look for a stupid pass. It's just do the simple things. You see someone free, pass the ball along to him. It's a backward pass, no problem. But as long as you just ease off that pressure, because Madrid, once they get that ball and once the wingers are free, it's over. It's game over.
Hmm. Well, you're absolutely right. Even in the game against Valencia, when I was watching, Real Madrid created a plethora of chances, one after the other, after the other. The Usually I don't like to. I mean, Bitter told me what it was. I don't like this stat called expected goals. I mean, what the
Same, even
hell is
XG.
an
Yeah, it's a
expected
bullshit
goal?
stat.
What is an expected goal? Oh, you expect anyway. So he told me the expected goals was 3 against Valencia 0.0 something, and
True.
yet Valencia won. So that stat doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it does make sense when you realize that Madrid were creating a lot of chances. So it was expected of them to convert those chances. So I think that's what that stat basically means in a nutshell. They did not convert. Uh, they did not. Their attackers look sharp. They don't look dead and out of it. They look sharp. And Valencia basically had their first away win in the La Liga against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. That's going to have some sort of an impact, and that,
True.
as an Arsenal fan, it really filled me up with a lot of confidence that what, these guys are beatable. But when it comes to a Champions League game, Arsenal have been able to rest their players against Everton. Some of them, a little bit, not the entire situation, because Real Madrid started with their full strength squad, except for the goalkeeper Gonzalez, I believe, who was their
Yeah,
third
the
goalkeeper.
youngster started ahead of Lunin because Lunin was injured
Uh,
and Courtois was injured.
Lunin was injured, Courtois is injured.
Courtois,
Yes, says Courtois is back in full time training, but there's still some doubt
doubt.
whether or not he is going to be playing or not. Uh, I think no matter who plays tonight, especially from the Real Madrid side, I don't care if they play their second string squad or whatever the hell. If Courtois is not playing, doesn't matter. Arsenal have to be on their 100%.
Very true.
You can call it what you want. Arsenal have to be on the money. They have to take the advantage, and I think the onus is this is going to be not just a defining game for Miles Lewis Kelly. It's not just going to be a defining game for Saka. It's also going to be a defining game for all these other guys. It's going to be a defining game for Declan Rice.
Odegaard.
It's going to be a defining game for Martin Odegaard. It's going to be a defining game if he comes on for Leandro Trossard. It's going to be a defining game for each and every single one of these players. Any one of them could have an absolute banger of a game, but and like the entire squad needs to be on the mark tonight. We're playing them at the Emirates. Real Madrid historically doesn't like to come to England that much. Their performances sometimes are great, but sometimes not so much. So we have to take advantage of that.
Very true.
Just gonna take some quick chats and then we'll get on another talking point. Okay, yes, for me, I see Rudiger and Asensio making mistakes as they have the tendency to zone out sometimes.
Yeah, this was
And
the
then
point that I was making.
yeah, and then Bitter says he gave a foolish pass to Raya, thinking it was Henry, and Evan Nelson got his foot. Then Raya tackled Evan Nelson, and Bournemouth got a penalty. So he was just
Oh yeah,
referring
that was
to.
cute. Yeah.
But the expected goals was 3.08 versus 1.48. All right, got it. That is still crazy. And Madrid will always have high expected goals as they play counter-attacking football by
Throwing
throwing
long
long
balls.
balls.
Yes. Yeah, that's what
What?
Valverde does. That's what Modric do. If you notice, one misplaced pass in midfield, Modric gets the ball, nips it off Partey, looks up, Vinny, Mbappe, Rodrigo are already running, one long ball, and it's game over. And that's what they did. They punished City the same way. They punished City the same way when Mbappe got his hat trick. So we really, 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 really need to be on our toes, man. Especially in midfield. Now, Partey is a bit of a worry. Partey and Kivior are the two, you know, bit of worrisome players for me.
Isn't it ironic that we rely on our defense? We buy defenders. We are stacked with defensive options. And our biggest worry
He's
is
a
our
defender.
central defensive midfielder and a defender. Isn't it ironic? We're not even concerned. We haven't even said the name Mikel Merino yet. We're half an hour into this discussion. Not once has Mikel Merino as a striker come up that, oh my God, oh, will he be able to score a bicycle kick? No, nothing. I think concern is where we're supposed to be filled with, like, you go to sleep at night, you think, Gabriel Saliba. Oh, what a sleep. What a beautiful sleep that is. A night before a game like this. And then last night I was like twisting, turning. It's hot. Oh, I'm complaining about the weather all of a sudden, and it's like, oh, maybe I should just play some video games. That'll calm me down. And then, like some player gets injured on the AFC while I'm playing, and I'm like, oh yeah, Gabriel's also injured. So these shockwaves just keep coming, and now we realize that, like, but it doesn't matter anymore, does it? It just doesn't matter anymore. Like, Gabriel's out. It's done. It's finished. He's going to be there in the stadium, hopefully.
Vinny, yes.
And it's this game that bothers me. It's like someone has a voodoo doll of Mikel Arteta, and they're plucking his hair one by one, because the timings of these injuries are just crazy. It's absolute madness. How is this happening one after the other? Like, people have been trolling on us for quite some time, especially certain Liverpool fans have been trolling on us for quite some time for no reason also. I mean, we've spoken to other Liverpool fans, they've never been this way, but some people just enjoy it. I mean, it's like air to them. They just can't avoid it. But like, they're right, because it's so ironic. The the material is just being handed to them, like one after the other. Our players are going out. Bukayo Saka injured for 3 months. Odegaard was injured at the start of the season.
2 months.
Gabriel Jesus is out. Kai Havertz is out. Nobody's in and nobody's fit. I just don't understand.
Fiori is
Like,
out. Yeah,
definitely
from
some
the
sort of a curse that's going on. And every season we say that, last season, okay, we lost by 2 points. The season before that, lost by 5 points. we should be coming closer. The metric says we should be coming closer, but whenever it looks like we're almost there, it just like something happens that just claws, just tears and
Yeah, it just
breaks
sucks
us.
the air out of it. Yeah, yeah, it just sucks the air out of the room. True, very true.
So that's why this game is so important, because we haven't faced Real Madrid in a very long time. If And this conversation has been going on for quite some time. If you look on social media, you look at the comments, look at everything, everyone's saying that Real Madrid is going to smoke Arsenal,
Yes, they're gonna.
because the new generation, not talking about everyone, obviously, just the new generation doesn't mean everyone in the new generation, but a lot of the people in the new generation who are football fans are also Real Madrid fans, and they are saying that this is going to be an absolute smoke show. Arsenal, who the hell do they think they are? They equate from their memory, or from their experience. They think Arsenal is like a Dortmund. They think Arsenal is like uh, uh, a Leverkusen or something like that. Like for them, Arsenal is nothing. Arsenal is just a stepping stone to bigger and better Ballon d'Ors. Arsenal is just another team that is in the path of our glory hunting. So you know, obviously, you can't blame them for that, because that is how the whole marketing machine, the whole promotion machine works. You win a lot of trophies, you attract a lot of the crowd, because everybody wants to be a winner, everybody wants a taste of that winning feeling. And that's why Real Madrid, Barcelona have so many fans, because Messi played for Barcelona, Ronaldo played for Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are called the Galacticos, the best of the best play in Real Madrid, the best of the best play in Barcelona. So that's why they have so many fans. But you and I, we're Arsenal fans. We're the loyalists. We're a breed that is slowly dying out. We know that football is not just about supporting the best team every single time. Football is about hard work, struggle. Football is about working hard, still getting defeat, coming back and trying to win it. And I think that the values of Arsenal Football Club define that, and that is why we love the club. We love what it represents. We love the community. We love the people who support it, and we've been there for like almost like since 1999 now.
Yeah,
So
1999, long 2 decades.
so you know what? I feel that one day, just give me one goddamn day to just just let us have this, God, just let us have this.
Do you
why
remember?
why rewarding greed? They should supposed to be there, down
Do you,
there. That's where they
do,
belong. That's what you
do you
said.
remember? Do you remember the was it the 2012 13, no, 13 14, I think. No, sorry, it was
Birmingham.
it was the 9 10 Champions League. Robin van Persie scores past Victor Valdez, the prime Barcelona,
Yeah,
the peak, the Pep Guardiola Barcelona, the best team in the
yeah,
world, and they came to the Emirates.
yeah,
If you remember that, and Robin van Persie
I do.
scored that winner.
Left foot near post,
Left foot
ball
near post,
Valdez.
yeah, just volleyed it past him. And then the whatever shithousery happened in the second leg because of that referee sending Van Persie off. Even though we were 1-1, Bentner had scored, equalized for us after Messi had scored. And then,
Yeah,
Van Persie kicking the ball away, getting a second yellow card, which was absolute rubbish
ridiculous,
on the day. And,
ridiculous.
we were cheated out of that. And then the moment where Arshavin, if you remember, it's
Yeah,
moments like these,
definitely
that make
remember. I was
us,
there. We were
fans, that
watching the
make me
game.
happy. I live for moments like these, man. I don't live for, yeah, trophies. Yes, I agree. But there are moments like this, where you are termed as an underdog. I pretty much remember the same comments on Facebook or on Orkut that I'm doing social media. That was the social media back then, where people were saying that, oh, by Messi, they have Messi, they have David Villa, they have Samuel Eto'o, they're going to smash us. 2006 finals, they smoked us. And the Emirates, we gave them a fight, man. We gave them a fight. We never backed down. So underestimate, Madrid. Same goes to Madrid. Underestimate us at your own peril. You know, at the Emirates, we're a different team, man. And I just hope that the refs don't fuck it up at the Bernabeu.
Wait. You're talking about that Messi game. Wait, I'm just gonna share a picture on the screen right now. It's from that night when Arsenal beat Barcelona. We were all watching the game,
Oh
and
yes,
we were all watching the game together. One second, I'm just gonna share the image. Just give me 1 second. I don't know if you're gonna remember this or what.
Oh yes, we were holding the Barca thing at the WC, the patient's jersey,
No, no,
right?
no. That's not what
Yeah.
it is. This is different. Present, present, present.
And then we threw it from the balcony, and the next day morning he picked it up.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna share it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Check this out. Check.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. I was picture credits go to me. This was when
Yeah, you click this picture. You click this
yeah, I
picture.
hate this
This back
picture.
in 2010.
Then
This back in
yes,
2010 after Arshavin scored that winner
for
against
that
Prime Barcelona,
last
and
prime
we
Barcelona.
and we took the patient's Messi jersey and we put it right where it belonged.
So
This
yeah, man,
was
I look for memories like this, man. This is all about football. This is what makes football for me. Yeah, your trophies, woofies, whatever Gen Z fans are, they're all going to be probably Liverpool, Man City, and Real Madrid fans. You're not going to have any other,
Liverpool
you know.
fans also have a lot of history.
I mean, they
Like
do. A
when
few
we
of them
were,
do. A few of them don't.
you
I've
remember,
seen
like
a lot of
Tushar was a
toxic.
Liverpool fan. There were a lot
Yeah,
of Liverpool
Tushad,
fans.
agreed, agreed. I'm talking about
In
the
fact,
Gen Z
this
ones.
Messi jersey that we put on top of the toilet, actually belonged to a former Liverpool fan.
Yes,
If you remember,
yes,
he was a
yes,
former
yes.
Liverpool fan,
Liverpool
and then he's
fan.
like, "I'm
Yes,
not supporting Liverpool anymore. I'm
Liverpool,
supporting Messi,
Messi.
and I'm supporting Barcelona because they're winners." And I was
Winners.
like, "Here's your winner. It belongs on top of the toilet." So Liverpool have a lot of history. So I have a lot of respect for Liverpool fans. I have a lot of respect for
I got
United
it.
fans now because now we're grown up. So like we usually argue with someone who's like not gone through the whole grind and stuff
True.
like that. But they have had their own history. When I go to screenings, or when I used to go to screenings, I used to have a very nice, calm conversation with everybody, and we used to have a great time
No, no.
together.
Yes, with a lot of them.
But
But that's the thing. You look at. I think there was a video recently where there's this famous dude for pitch side football or something of that on Instagram where he goes, to Anfield and talks to Liverpool fans, asking them, who do you want to win the Champions League? And they're all like, we want Barcelona, we want Real Madrid, we don't want Arsenal because they're a joke. I mean, stuff like this is what gets to me. Like, I mean, dude, they're from England. You can support this. There's nothing wrong in this. I mean, I get it. It's banter and whatever. But again, if you're willing to dish it, learn to take it as well on the chin, man. And I'm hoping. I mean, the form that Liverpool are in and the form that Mo Salah, who's literally vanished the second half of the season, uh, I hope they drop a few more points in the Premier League to make it exciting, and at least we can avoid that stupid guard of honor.
I don't know about the guard of honor, but I do know that I just spilled a little bit of beer. I'm going to be right back.
Nice, nice.
Sign of things to come. Uh, just take a couple of chats. Scouser Spirit says, good luck to Arsenal. And he says, no
This
one
was
is
Manish Bhai. Manish Bhai is one
underestimating.
of the few Liverpool fans who's actually, talks a
Exactly.
lot of sense, makes a lot of sense. He's been through it. He understands what it is. Ah, KV is back to his housekeeping duties. No lineups are not yet. 12:13. No, but you can check on Twitter. Twitter पे आ जाएगा कभी कभी. And Madrid usually they tend to like do it at 2 hours before they tend to release their.
All right, all sorted.
Yeah. So I was just talking about how Manish Bhai is one of the few scousers who talks very logical. I've seen his podcast as well. Makes a lot of sense. Talks. He's one of the
Abhi,
few Liverpool fans who.
I went on Scouser Spirit 95 का लाइव स्ट्रीम बट अरे मनीष भाई आपको अपना चैट डिसेबल नहीं करना चाहिए पता नहीं चैट क्यों डिसेबल था
But again, makes
चलो
a
एनीवे
and dude for him, the time zones for him to watch Liverpool games also. Hats off to him, man. He's in the
अर्ली इन
US.
द मॉर्निंग
Yeah,
कैलिफोर्निया
he gets up at
पैसिफिक टाइम
7 in the morning and gets together. Respect to such fans, man. And he's
डेफिनेटली
been a fan since 1980s. I mean, you really can't compare to that. You really can't say much. That's a lot of respect to fans like Manish Bhai. A big shout out to him as well.
Yes, says dear Carlo, please play Valverde at right back. I don't
I
want
don't
that
want that
Latino
Latino
crackhead anymore.
crackhead. Oh, another fact, KV? Did you know when Valverde was 16 back in 2015? he had a trial with Arsenal from Penarol when he was playing for the Penarol youngster. He was playing for the Penarol under 16 team. They're one of the biggest clubs in Uruguay, Penarol. That's where Suarez and Darwin Nunez, all the talented, all the creme de la creme of
Did
Uruguay,
not know this.
they
No.
come from. So he came to Arsenal for a trial, for a 1 week trial. Wenger loved him. We had even gone to such an extent where, I think who was our negotiator at that time? I think it was Dick Law. Or was it one of these guys? I'm not getting the name. Where he was ready. Everything was ready. The paperwork was ready. We had even got a jersey printed with Valverde saying that this guy is going to be the next Fabregas of the team. We're going to integrate him. Wenger loved him, and then that stupid EU wala rule came into play where a 16-year-old who is not you need to have some amount of credits for you to move to the UK from another country
What
basically.
is this? A Minecraft video game? You need to have some credits to move on to the
It's
next
it's
level.
it's
What is
weird,
this?
man. It's something like that, something of that sort where you need to have so you cannot sign someone below the age of 18. So we couldn't. But
Okay.
then what we told his family was that let him go out on loan. He's already 16. He's going to be 17. Let him go for a 1 year loan to any La Liga club, and then we'll sign him. And his family agreed to it. But then 2 days later, Real Madrid came knocking at his door, and the rest, as we all know, is
Finish.
history.
Finish.
Yeah.
Finish. Finish.
Oh man, can you
How
imagine?
do these guys? How do these guys cross the FIFA fair play thing? I don't understand. Like Real Madrid, like what? Honestly, if I were like hypothetically, if either one of us were Arsenal players, and let's say we're 24, 25, and let's say we're good footballers, right? Madrid comes calling and says we want you. We think about it, right? We think about it. We're like, wow, that means I'm guaranteed a shot at the Last Supper. I'm going to be sitting next to the
The
players of
pinnacle.
of this generation.
Yeah, pinnacle.
I'm going to have a seat at the table, basically.
True.
But when you're at Arsenal, Arsenal's great. Arsenal's awesome. United is awesome. Not anymore. But Real Madrid is the club. They are them. You just can't ignore that fact. You can
Yeah,
you can
true.
criticize them, you can abuse them, you can say whatever you want about their fans, you can blame the fans for being Gen Z, Gen Y, whatever the hell. But the fact of the matter is, somewhere as a football fan, you can't help but admire what they've done for themselves. They're the biggest club in the world. Real Madrid,
Yeah,
Barcelona,
yeah.
those are the top two
Undoubtedly.
names. Any child
Undoubtedly.
who is born, their parent wants them to play for Barcelona or Real Madrid. They don't want them to play.
Undoubtedly.
"Oh, you know what? बड़े होके तू Arsenal के लिए खेलेगा." Unless of course you're an Arsenal legends child or something like that. Uh, yeah, you want them to be at that level, because that is where you can't be ignored. Even their bench isn't ignored. You would
Very true.
happily take a player off of their bench, because you know that they must have seen something, because you know that they invest in their infrastructure, they invest in their coaches, they invest in their scouting, they pay them top dollar or euro to make sure that they get the best talent and they get the
No,
best negotiations.
true, and you make a very
So
valid point. So you look at Martin Odegaard, 15 years old, 15 years old. The next big thing in world football. Real Madrid,
yeah,
Real Madrid. It was right there. It was Real Madrid. He had a plethora of options. He could have gone to Arsenal, Dortmund. He could have gone to Chelsea. He could have gone to United. He could have gone to City. He could have gone anywhere, but he chose Real Madrid, and that's a statement. And even from a fan perspective also, and if you even look at it from another perspective, which is movies and films. Look at the movies like Goal. Madrid is the destination. They made it look Madrid is the destination. You got
yeah.
footballers like Zidane, Beckham, Roberto Carlos,
They
Guti, Raul.
snatched Luis Figo from Barcelona and got him to Madrid. That's like taking
Exactly,
Thierry Henry from
exactly.
Arsenal
Like
and putting him Tottenham
they
Hotspur.
got the Ronaldo phenom, the Brazilian striker as well. They just have there's just something about Madrid where it just attracts top footballers, man. And they've had a
Nothing
long
incredible
history.
about
That's
it.
credit to them. They are the best club in the world. And they are also one of the biggest, most followed clubs in the world. I mean, if you look at the recent Legends match which happened in Mumbai between Barca and Madrid Legends, dude, I've never seen Indian fans go crazy, man. I mean, no
There was an
offense.
ISL semi-final going on right beside it, and an
Exactly. And
amazing ISL semi-final.
ISL semi-final going on, and people didn't give two shits. And I mean, if India played Pakistan, you wouldn't see such. I mean, in football, you wouldn't see fans. People were lighting flares up, dude. They were singing in Spanish. I mean,
Yeah,
Mumbai
yeah, yeah.
people
I saw
singing in
that.
Spanish.
They were singing the
What the fuck?
Barcelona anthem and
What
stuff.
the fuck? I know they're singing
Yeah, that
Hala
was
Madrid,
crazy.
that song as well. They were singing that song. They were holding up flares. And I was like, dude, what? Man, what? It's just a Madrid Legends game. It's not even the actual Madrid team. I mean, yes, I understand you grew up watching these legends and Bagara, etc. Or you've heard about them since after them by Gen Zs. You've heard about
Yeah.
people like Zidane and Figo and Morientes and Guti and
I think the
Pepe
thing
and
with
stuff.
Gen Zs is sometimes when they, because we guys have been watching football for a very long time. We've been watching live games. तो उस टाइम पे कुछ स्क्रीनिंग वगैरह बहुत ही मिनिमम होता है. You had to create your own screening, and now
True.
they're screening rights and I don't know what the hell is all going on and everything. But whatever it is, I think there is, like, if I have to empathize with Gen Z a little bit, I'll empathize with the fact that they feel the need that they have to prove themselves as fans. They feel the
True.
need that like there's already a generation, and we knew that there is a generation that we will never understand, and now we are that generation that some of the other guys don't understand, and they feel the need to prove themselves, and to prove themselves they're willing to go above and beyond.
Yeah.
You have to, like, you can criticize it, you can not like it, but you have to admire it. You have to, that's where the
Yeah.
passion
Yeah, that
comes from, right?
resilience,
That's
right,
where
bro? Yeah.
I was
Resilience.
just I was driving my car to go to the market today, and football khatam ho raha tha in the ground, and there was this guy wearing an Inter Miami jersey of Messi, Sardarji tha, young kid, and him and his other friend, they're just walking, like you and I used to walk after the game at Malleshwaram, trying to get an auto and trying to go back home or something like that, and we were like all like like we've played a
Sweaty
game and we're
and
like all
muddy.
sweaty and muddy and all that stuff, and I just looked at them and I said, and you know what, he's wearing a Messi jersey of Inter Miami, and he's here, he's playing football, he's putting in the hard yards, he's playing football. And there must be something that we all love about football at the end of the day. Whether you're wearing a pink Messi jersey, whether you're wearing an AC Milan Beckham jersey, or you're
Or you're
wearing
wearing
a
an
PSG Ronaldinho jersey,
Al Nasser
it
jersey.
doesn't matter what jersey, Al Nasser, Al Hilal, what jersey you're wearing. You could wear an Uruva Reds jersey. It could be anything. It's just the fact that I think the modern generation, number one, is better at football than at large, than how we used to play. Like in our time, there used to be like two or three players who had to carry the game.
True.
Now you have to put people on the bench. You have to tell, okay, you know what, this is what works, and we have to do this. There are a lot of better players than there were during our time. During our
True.
time, we had to get cricketers. Oh, तू football भी खेलता था क्या? लात मार लेता है? अच्छे से. The trials basically used to be how long can you kick a ball?
Kick a
You
ball.
remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I remember for our college team.
So those were the standards then, and these are the standards now. And I'm happy. I'm happy at a level, but obviously, because you and we're all getting old now, and we have to take it on the face, getting old
Yeah,
and
but
stuff. But
I give you, yeah, but I think our generation has got to be one of the luckiest generations, man. We got to see people like Zidane, Henry, Ribery, Robin, along with Messi and Ronaldo at their prime,
dude, we
and
got
we
to
got
see
to see people
prime.
like
We got
Ronaldo,
to
the
see.
phenom,
We got to see prime AC
Ronaldinho,
Milan. Let's
AC
forget about
Milan.
everything else.
We got to see
We got to
prime
see
Brazil, man. Prime Brazil dominating
prime
football.
Brazil, prime AC Milan,
Yes.
Maldini, Kaká,
Kaka. Then we saw
Sidor,
Barcelona and Real
Gattuso,
Madrid. We've got to see Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Ronaldinho,
Yeah, so I
Ronaldo,
think we are the lucky
Nazario.
generation. We are the
Yeah,
lucky
we're
generation.
definitely lucky. Yeah,
We've got to see
the
Romario,
base, the
people like
standard has been
Romario,
set.
Zidane, Beckham. I mean, it's. I think we are the lucky generation because we grew up at that time when when football was. It was more an artistic approach rather than now it's more of a team game and more of tactics. I think that's what Guardiola has brought in. Where all this is no more of individual brilliance, which was there before in football. We had Ronaldinho, just doing that elastic or people were losing their heads. Just over Henry, just making defenders sit down with his nutmegs or with his sideways passing. I mean, nowadays you don't see that individual brilliance in football.
A
It's
lot of
gone.
people
It's more
probably
of
don't know the name
tactical.
Juan Roman Riquelme.
Riquelme,
Uh,
oh, what a player, man! Oh, what a. Oh,
One
do you
of
remember
the
our road
greatest
to the
midfielders that I've seen.
finals of the Champions League? We beat Villarreal in the semi-finals, and
I
Riquelme
know
missed
that.
his penalty. It was
Yeah,
saved by Lemon. Lemon
it
saved
was a
Riquelme's.
shocker. It was a
That
shocker.
was a shocker. That was an absolute shocker.
Villarreal actually played. They outplayed us in this game. We
They
never even
outplayed
deserved
us
to be in that final.
completely in the second leg. In the second leg, and it was at their home. It was at the I forget the stadium name, but it was at their home, and they outplayed us completely. And we had a 1-0 lead. And if they'd equalized, they would have gone in. They would have gone through.
You forgetting Villarreal's stadium name
Ah,
is
sorry, it's
testimony
called
to how
Estadio
old
Gran
it is.
Ceramica. Now I
Ah,
remember.
there we go.
Yeah.
All right, all right. We're just gonna take a couple of chats. अगर तो अभी काम पे है तो घर जाएगा या घर पे है?
घर पे ही हूँ.
अच्छा घर पे है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. So we're just gonna take a couple of chats and after that we're gonna start the watch along. The watch along is scheduled at 11. We're gonna start with some games of football bingo just to get in the mood, and then we're gonna just we're gonna carry on this discussion, but it's gonna be more in the chats if that's okay.
Yeah. No worries. मैं अभी I'll also go off. मैं भी मेरे को खाना भी खाना है. खाना खा के मैं आता हूँ.
खाना नहीं खाएगा तुम?
नहीं खाया
It's
यार.
important. It's important to eat before a big game
हाँ,
like
but
this.
nah, man. Arsenal, Madrid, man. Everything else takes a backseat, dude.
Bora, welcome. Hello. Bitter says, "Chalo, we'll see you guys at the watch along." Bitter, what's going on? Bora saying hi to him. Okay, KV saw that Inter Miami guy and showed him that picture which he put on the stream and started
Oh,
laughing
the
at.
picture
No,
of the
not.
Messi
No,
jersey at the commode.
I didn't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. Uh, I don't do that with people who are coming in playing football, stuff like that. Nah. Only if
आज
someone
एम्बू
tries
पे
to troll me, I probably.
बाल मजदूर बेलिंगम दिन दिहाड़ी वाला वैल्वर्ड बेंच.
Bora is a Real Madrid fan. What is this?
आज एम्बुपिस विनी
Bupes,
बंगाली
Vinny,
रॉड्रिगो बाल मजदूर बेलिंगम दिन दिहाड़ी वाला वैल्वर्ड. Sounds like some supari dude. पान पराग shit.
Bora says KDB किसको join करेगा?
केडी भी जाएगा भाई. ये जाएगा
MLS,
इंटर मायामी. He's going
Inter
either
Miami
to the MLS, Inter Miami, LA Galaxy,
makes a lot of sense actually.
New York City, and New York Red Bulls.
ठीक है चलो. I think we had a great discussion. Oh yeah, one last thing that I want to discuss with you.
Predictions.
पर एक काम करेंगे. We'll do that in the watch along because I need to charge my laptop and मेरा AC का plug and laptop का charging port एक ही है because it's a very heavy duty laptop and AC is heavy duty as well. So I'm going to charge my laptop for 10 minutes and then we're going to continue the discussions about all the players who are on a yellow card and who could miss the second leg. It could be Netherlands versus Portugal. We don't know.
Oh God.
Yeah, all the players could miss. I mean, we might end
Yeah,
up
that
playing
is.
the entire second string
I
side.
think Rudiger is on one. I
Rudiger
think so is
is.
Camavinga.
Wait, I'll tell you the players: Rice, Timber, and Martinelli for Arsenal.
Oh fuck.
And now hold on to your breath. Camavinga, Endrick, Vinicius Junior, Vasquez, Modric, Rudiger, all on the yellow for Real
You see
Madrid.
me, Gavin. So
So anything would happen. I just don't want
I
to
think
lose
at this
Rice.
rate, Madrid will have to get back Santiago Munez from goal and make him play.
If anyone's seen that movie, Scouser by Manish Bhai says, Hero Brian, hello. Manish Bhai says Inter
Inter
Miami.
Miami. So I think KDB is going to Inter Miami. Huh? So that's what Manish Bhai is saying.
Chalo, okay, we're going to end the stream and we're going to start the watch along. This watch along is in 5 minutes, guys. So 5 minutes, we're going to start another stream and we're going to have some fun. We're going to play some games. We're going to discuss the Arsenal Madrid
The
situation.
lineups also should be out in about half an hour or so.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to update that as well. So thank you, Advait, as always, for joining. Thank you
Pleasure, man. Pleasure. Anytime.
for making it on time. You almost scared the shit out of me for 5 minutes, but appreciate it.
Corporate job.
And if you are up for it, if you're going to be watching the game, I know you're going to be watching the game. If you're up for an after the game kind of a thing, then we can arrange that as well.
ठीक है.
Right?
But I'll let you know. मैं message करता हूँ तेरे को.
Yeah, if you're both very sad, or if I'm out of it, then not going to happen.
I know. Plus tomorrow is a working day.
Tomorrow is a working day, definitely.
I wish, man, it was tomorrow because Thursday is a holiday. Thursday is Mahavir Jayanti, but
How can Champions League be on Tuesdays? That's the worst day to have a
I
football
swear.
match.
I swear. I
Worst day to
swear.
have a quarterfinal. You know what? World Cup final. Do it on a Wednesday. Let's do it.
Wednesday.
Let's have it. Let's do
कोई
it,
नहीं
boys.
आएगा,
Monday
स्टेडियम
morning.
खाली रहेगा.
Argentina, Monday morning. France versus Argentina, Monday morning. I mean, if it's a World Cup final, no one in Argentina is going to work anyway. I mean, वो खुद के offices बंद कर देंगे. They would accept it like,
पक्का.
हाँ नहीं नहीं. I know no one's coming to work. You don't have to
मेसी जी.
write a sick leave or something like that. You know what's happening. Anyway, चलो ठीक है. Thank you for joining in.
चलो.
I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Okay.
Cool. मैं खाना खा के आता हूँ. चल, see you.
तू खाना खा. तू आराम से. चल. Bye.
Bye.